What's up, everybody? It's Phonetically. We're back. We're making jungle. Today I wanted to go a bit more in depth with chopping up the amen break. One of my first videos was about chopping the amen, and it got a really good response. So today I wanted to go into some more intermediate techniques that I've been using in my live set recently. Let's go.
The sinister signs gone phonetically.
Alright, so I've got my amen break programmed, and we're going to set up several scenes to change various parameters on our break. Scene 2 we're going to use as our basic chopping. We'll set LFO1 to select the slice, which is your playback start. I'm going to use random waveform, 8 times multiplier, trig mode to trig, and then when we go to the LFO page, we're going to map a depth of 7 to scene 2, and that way we can just shuffle the slices. So that's the basic technique that I used in my first amens video, so check that out if you want a more in-depth look at that setup. For scene 3, we're going to do some LFO changes. We're going to use LFO2 to adjust the pitch, and use LFO3 to adjust the filter width. I use an inverted triangle on this waveform so that the filter and pitch go in opposite directions. Back at the LFO page, I'm going to set the depth of our pitch LFO to, let's say, 32-ish. And let's go, say, around 48 or so on our filter depth. This is just going to give us basic filter and pitch modulation. Scene 4 we're going to use for our effects. I have a flanger on effect slot 2. I've got the default settings pretty subtle, but we'll map some more extreme settings for our effects scene. We'll turn our mix up to about 45. We'll turn up our feedback. We're going to drop the flanger delay so we get that tight metallic sound. Then we'll turn up the depth and adjust the speed. Now we have that classic metallic flange sound. Scene 5, we're going to do pitch up of 7 semitones. Scene 6, we're going to pitch down 5 semitones. Pretty straightforward there. Scene 7, we're going to set the rate for -64. If you hold function while you turn your dials, you can go between the extreme and the middle settings. So we've got our rate for -64, and this is just going to play our slices backwards without affecting the pitch or the tempo. Scene 8, we're going to use as a low-pass filter by bringing the width down to around 55. Give that a little bit of Q. Scene 9, we're going to set as a high-pass filter by bringing the bass up to around 80. We'll also give that some Q. Alright, so now we have 7 additional scene variations on top of our original chopping scene that we can use during our set. I've also programmed these scene settings for the other tracks as well, not just our drums. So our effects, pitch settings, reverse effect, and filter scene controls all those same parameters across our tracks. This gives us a more cohesive sound for our effects, as well as establishing a consistent template that keeps us oriented in our performance. So let's bring in the rest of the tracks. go through our effects one more time. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas about what you can do with breaks and get more creative with scene variations. Happy chopping, and we'll see you next time.
The sinister signs on phonetically.